Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And we're here today to talk to you about Nomadland, which is directed by Chloe Zhao and stars Frances McDormand. Really, she is the star of the whole show.
Yeah.
And so, Desiree, what did you think?
Well, okay. So this is a movie that it centers around her. The character's name, what's the character's name?
Fern.
It centers around Fern. And we meet her as she's already in her van. Like, she's already on the road. It's about her life. And she just lives in her van. And we follow along with her as she starts, and she's working at Amazon, and she's in the building there just doing what the people do, and then we see her go to another place and work, and another place and work, and it's all... The movie, mostly the compelling part is how she interacts with the other people in the movie who I think are obviously homeless people who actually are people who live out there. That's my gut instinct. I have done no research about this, but my gut instinct is that the interactions that Frances McDormand is having with these people are just genuine conversations, that she's talking with them and she's asking them questions, and she's this character of Fern that she has taken on, and it's great. And it's a fine line to walk, that at any point, any less of an actor or anybody who wasn't completely committed, like I'm sure that people knew that they were making a movie. Like, I'm sure of that.
Well, there's a script. I'm sure they're given.
Yeah, I'm sure that they were aware of the movie. I'm not positive that every word in that movie is scripted.
I think it is.
Okay.
I'm like 99%
think
sure
that.
it is, because the writers I heard talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Yeah,
well, then that even means that they did an even better job, because if you paid me money, I would say they were just chatting.
No, but you're right that besides David Strathairn, who's in a lot of stuff, the other actors I think really are just, they've never been in anything else. This is it.
I think
they
were
normal people,
regular people that they put in these roles maybe, but it is so well done in that you are in this world. You are in her van. You are living this life of not having a home and not living in a house. And her experiences of what she does and what she has to go through and what just becomes normal for her. And it's then the beauty and living out in the desert. I mean, the cinematography I thought was really gorgeous.
Agreed.
And so I thought this was an exceptional movie. I thought it was so very good. And I would say is one of the best things I have ever seen Frances McDormand in. I can't give it enough accolades. I really thought it was an amazing movie. What did you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And you're probably right. I'm sure that there are some scenes. I mean, there was a script with everyone learning their dialogue and stuff. But then I'm sure there are times
they had end goals of every scene and every... they had to push the story along, and they had that part, but the interaction...
You're right. Everything seems so genuine
so
and
realistic.
Real. And that is, I would say, a really good thing about Frances McDormand is that she plays the everyman so well, and you just believe her 100%.
And you would have to in this movie, because if it turns even a little bit into mocking or anything like that, it could go way wrong really fast.
I feel like this year is a year of like, everyone's doing really good, like restrained performances.
Absolutely.
Like no screaming crazy over the top. And there are some, I'm sure, but I even think like we talked so many times about this acting that's like, everything seems really real, which is really good. I think in this pandemic...
Well, and it's really who our society is becoming, where we are not taking anything that is not genuine and actual and vulnerable and real.
Right.
We see it coming a mile away, and we don't want it anymore.
And it's like you couldn't have... No offense to like Julia Roberts or Sandra Bullock, who we love, and they're all good actresses. It's not that they couldn't act it. No. It's that... There's a real, even just about her face, the way she looks. There's something about Frances McDormand where you're like, oh, I believe her. Totally. She has a friend named Linda May, who I loved Linda May so much. And that's her real name, the lady who plays her. as well, obviously, right?
Everybody. Well, at the end, did you watch the credits at the end? Except for Francis and David.
Yeah.
Everybody else that's their name,
right,
and that's who the real people are.
Yeah. And I don't know if all of them, and we should look that up. I don't know if all of them do live in a Nomadland type thing, but I wouldn't be surprised because they're so natural. It wouldn't
surprise me at one little bit.
So I would say it's funny that we had talked about I don't know, Frances McDormand needs a third Oscar, but I will say this is her best performance by far. I think
I much prefer her getting an Oscar for this than for the three billboards that she got it last time for. Ugh.
Yeah, she is really good.
She's so good in this.
Really good.
Man.
So is David Strait there, and he's really good too.
Yeah.
They're all just good. And it is really cool, this community that these people build to support each other and help each other. And that they can still be kind of
quirky.
Loners.
They're quirky loners. I mean, there's a reason.
I can put myself, let me be
yeah.
But then at the same time, fine, that lady who drives her into town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. And her friend Linda May, even they
help each other get jobs and seasonal. They work seasonally at these places and stuff.
And you even see when she gets some opportunities. I don't want to give too much away. When she gets some opportunities to stay somewhere permanently, there's something inside of her that can't do that. Doesn't want to do that. And it has a connection of why something happened in the past. You'll see. But I don't want to give it away. But you'll see this connection, and it all starts this. I think the very beginning is there was a plant that went out of business in this town.
Yeah.
Here's the movie.
Right.
And
I wonder if that's real. Because it feels it is so real. This movie, it does have this feeling of documentary.
Well, it's based.
In it.
I don't think it is because it's based on a book.
Oh, okay.
But maybe she based it off of
an actual event.
Well, for her book Nomadland, she spent months living in a camper van, documenting Americans who gave up traditional housing. So no, it's not real life, but she went and immersed herself.
Well, of course she did.
Jessica Bruder, who wrote the book, and then Chloe Zhao also wrote this screenplay, and then she directed it. And let me tell you, she's so good. She's
really,
I love her.
What else has she done?
I don't know. I gotta look it up. But Marvel just signed her on to direct The Eternals, which they're coming out in a little bit.
Because Marvel is smart.
They're this lady's gonna win an Oscar.
Disney knows what they're doing.
Disney's she directed The Writer, which was also on a lot of awards talk. The guy who wrote that
thing, the whole
good. Yeah, it was real good. She's a good director, and she has for an Asian American woman. She seems like Western-y kind of films, which is good, I guess. She's great.
And this movie is very desert kind of space, and because.
Yeah. And so it's phenomenal. It's going to deserve all the awards it's going to get. It's really fun. It is one of the best. It's up there with Sound of Metal and some other really good ones.
Trials,
you should see that
Chicago
one.
7.
You should see that one if you haven't seen Sound of Metal. But I highly recommend it. It's on Hulu because Disney owns it now.
There you go.
Which is why I was surprised that there was so much Amazon in it. But then I thought about it. I was like, Disney doesn't want them to work at Disney and have an association of they want to keep their stuff separate. I get that. But it's on Hulu.
It's not bad for Amazon.
It's not bad for Amazon.
It's not negative about them at all.
Right.
It's just.
And actually, she even says it's good money.
Yep.
It's good work. I'm working here.
Yep.
Which is good. Side note to the Academy voters. Listen, Academy
I forgot.
voters.
They're always listening.
Oh, my gosh.
I forgot they watch our show.
I'm getting nervous, Academy voters, because here's what you have. For the first time ever, you have, for some reason, you guys have been really big jerks about nominated women for Best Director. We don't know exactly why. Mm-hmm. One woman out of the 90-some years of the Oscars has ever won Best Director, just Catherine Bigelow for The Hurt Locker, which she obviously deserved.
And we're lucky if one woman gets nominated.
Right. We've never had more than one woman nominated in the year. This year, you had the chance to nominate 3 women to make the majority of the category. And Chloe Zhao completely deserves it.
Absolutely.
Regina King, you can argue, totally deserves it for One Night in Miami. And so does Emerald for Promising Young Woman. She does a fantastic job. So here's these 3 ladies who are all in everybody's talk of it. Don't be the group Oscars who's we didn't nominate any of them.
Everybody else will vote for them.
Yeah, instead we nominated Ben Affleck for directing his home movies or something. And Ben Affleck's a great director, don't get me wrong. I love Argo and I love The Town. But I'm saying it's not his year to be nominated. So focus, Academy. Pick the best people. It doesn't matter what genitals they have. They just seem to be the best
There you go. Words to live by.
Thank you. Just giving you a shout out here, Oscars. Don't do something. Sometimes you do some stuff.
It's true.
Don't do it.
Sometimes you do.
Thank you. That's all.
We're trying.
Yeah, we're trying. Chloe is in everybody's number one to win. Okay?
Let's go with that.
You're
Let's
listening?
go with that. She has earned it.
She's done a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I want to say. Go watch Nomadland.
Go watch Nomadland.
Bye.
Bye.